tonight.
That's okay.
Because we have, just as a group, sort of bamboozled ourselves.
Bamboozle.
Anyway, so we are about to level up to level 7. So it is time for that wonderful question once more. Who's first?
We're leveling right now.
Oh, now.
All right. I guess I'll go first.
Excellent. Let me go check out what paladins get this level. 7th level, you get a Sacred Oath feature. And an extra 2nd level spell slot.
Hey.
So, let me crack open the Sword Coast's Adventurer's Guide. If I can find it.
I have 3 2nd level slots. My Oath of the Crown.
For a second, my brain interpreted that as Oath of the Crown. And I was like, well, give yourself some more credit, man.
That's Divine Allegiance. What it says.
Divine Allegiance. Yes, indeed. When a creature within 5 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to magically substitute your own health for that of the target creature, causing that creature not to take the damage. Instead, you take it. This damage to you can't be reduced or prevented in any way. You are becoming a really good fucking tank.
Yep.
Beefy boy.
Big beefy boy.
And will you be rolling for your HP, or will you be taking the medium?
The median is 10, right?
The median is 6 plus your con mod.
Con mod would be 8. My hit dice is 10.
Wish to roll the bones?
Sure, I'll roll it.
Then go ahead. Roll. Oh! Damn.
Hey!
Okay.
I don't know why I got a +2. Does that count?
Well, you have your comp.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You get 12 extra hit points. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, 63 health.
Just 6 off.
Look at you.
So beefy.
Thick.
He's a strong man. I'm like twirling my hair like with one finger.
I can absolutely believe that. I saw it in my mind's eye.
No, I love you so much.
Anyway, let's say Nami goes next. And I believe this is pretty cool for you, because now you get 4th level spell slots, my dude.
Oh, sick.
Fuck yeah. So, 4th level isn't quite as big of a jump as it was from 2nd to 3rd level, because at 3rd level you started getting shit like Lightning Bolt. But there is still some neat stuff. You get 1 4th level spell slot. And let's...
1.
1!
1?
You get 1 4th level spell slot, and you have a couple of pretty damn good choices here. Banishment, Blight, Dimension Door, Dominate Beast, Greater Invisibility, and Polymorph are the ones that I probably would think are most in your interest.
Can you send me that in a list?
Absolutely.
So that I can look at them while you're talking?
Sure thing. Let me just pop these bad boys into the voice chat. And now that I look over, there's actually one in Xanathar's that fits very well with your general thematics that you've been going for with Vanessa. A
Mm-hmm.
very interesting evocation spell called Storm Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go check what Storm Sphere does. I believe it's a little bit fancy.
It's spherical.
It is fucking spherical.
Spherical.
Spherical!
Spherical.
Storm Sphere. A 20-foot radius sphere of whirling air springs into existence, centered on a point you choose within range. The sphere remains for the spell's duration, which is up to 1 minute of concentration. Each creature in the sphere, when it appears or that ends its turn there, must succeed on a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. The sphere's space is difficult terrain. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere toward one creature you choose within 60 feet of it. Make a ranged spell attack. You have advantage on the attack roll if the target is in the sphere. On a hit, the target takes 4d6 lightning damage. Creatures within 30 feet of the sphere have disadvantage on wisdom perception checks made to listen. So you can basically just make a localized hurricane.
Hmm. A
Hmm.
hurricane localized entirely within your kitchen.
Pretty
Can I
much.
see it?
No.
But yeah, if you are curious about that, that is in Xanathar's Guide to Everything. And I can send you the description right here. Are there any others that
Thanks.
you might want to hear about?
Uh, I'm good. Let me just check these out. You can continue on.
Alrighty. We will come back to you later. In the meantime, hey, Ref!
Or sitting.
Oh, dag diddly darn it.
That is shitting.
Alicia, you're not currently shitting.
Nah, I sure hope not. I'm in my bed.
Oh God. Okay. So you get a couple nice things this level. You get an extra spell known. You get another upgrade, and you get something called Wondrous Item Proficiency. You know where to find the homebrew that we're using for Artificer, right?
It's in training room, right?
That is correct.
Sweet.
So this is a bit of a niche little feature here, but it might come in handy. Wondrous Items Proficiency means that at 7th level, your familiarity with the workings of magical items means that you can ignore class-based restrictions on attuning to them. What this really translates to is, say there's a staff that only allows wizards to attune to it. You walk up to it and like tap it in a couple specific places, and you're like, no, I know how to do this. And you just fucking grab the thing, and boom, it works for you.
Huh.
Additionally, if there's anything that requires attunement, you now get an extra slot for your cool attuned magic items. Normally, you can only have so many at once.
Mm, Which page would that level 7 be on?
That would be on the 4th page of the homebrew. Wondrous Items Proficiency.
Ah. Okay.
Hell yeah. So, the next thing to choose is what upgrade you're going to be taking. So, you don't get access to any new ones here, but I may be able to suggest one.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, I may be able to suggest that you take a new instant reaction. You have graduated, or you can graduate, from, let's say, Molotov cocktails to straight up black powder bombs with explosive reaction.
Mm.
Those will work basically like your Alchemist's Fire, in that, there's something that you can just like chuck out every turn, but they do a bit more damage. They deal thunder instead of fire, and instead of a dexterity, they force anyone inside of the blast radius to make a constitution saving throw.
Oh. What are the other ones that are available as well?
Well, there's a good couple of them. Stuff like alchemical acid, delivery mechanism, inoculations, giving you resistance to poison damage, a couple of secrets, which allow you to do different things with your infusions, uh, poisonous gas, and adrenaline serum are the ones that I would kind of pick out to be interesting.
Hmm. I
Any
think
of
I'm gonna
those
go with
sound?
the powder.
What was that?
I think I'm gonna go with the powder. Explosive powder.
Explosive reaction?
Or explosive reaction.
Hell yeah. Explosive powder is an upgrade that you can take after you get explosive reaction.
Ah, okay.
Basically, explosive powder means that you can more or less set up like demolition charges.
I want it.
Gimme.
Gimme.
All right. So in that case, you can go ahead and add explosive reaction as an attack of yours. It deals for you
Ooh.
2d10 thunder damage plus your intelligence modifier. This thing actually hits pretty damn hard.
2d10, you said?
2d10. And it'll go up as you level up.
I don't have to roll it right now, do I?
Well, no. You
Okay,
haven't
no.
thrown any bombs at anyone. At least I hope.
Oh, okay. Unless.
Unless, no. That being said, you can roll me one other thing, or you
Huh?
can take a good but not great score for your HP. Would you like to roll the dice, or take your chances with just like the medium?
I think I'm gonna roll my dice.
All right. Your hit dice is a 1d8. Add your constitution modifier, and that's how much HP you gain this level.
Yep.
Hey.
Wait. Hey. I said +1! I said +1!
So it ends up being 3.
Or. Wait, 28 +1.
You already rolled it.
Oh no, I forgot to add the +1.
Yeah, I know. So it comes out to 3 extra HP.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, if it messes up on the extra addition thing, we just add it after the
Add the
fact.
1.
Yeah.
Ah.
Don't got to get it absolutely perfect for the logs. And there is one other thing you can do, and that is you can choose a known spell.
You unlock your spells?
We are unlocking spells.
Yeah!
Let me check what you already have. You've got Thunderburst Mine, Catapult, Cure Wounds, Seeking Projectile, and Expeditious Retreat. Now, what sort of vibe are you thinking that Lucia would really go for here? Would it be more strictly offensive, utility, building shit?
She's definitely an offensive type.
That she is. I have two that I would like to recommend to you. Namely, Cloud of Daggers or Magic Weapon.
Explain.
What was that?
Explain. Wait. Hold on. Let me see.
I can tell you. I can tell you what magic weapon is.
What's magic weapon?
You touch a non-magical weapon until that spell ends. That weapon becomes a magic weapon with a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls.
Basically, you temporarily enchant somebody's weapon for them. Possibly your own.
And you can enchant a bomb.
Yeah, I'd allow that. Basically, prep it to be particularly accurate and explosive. And as for Cloud of Daggers, you fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. The creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Basically, summon a big ass storm of whirling blades.
You can be Dio.
Well, I think you've just convinced her, City.
They could be Dio.
You can pretty much be Dio without the time stop thing, yeah.
By the way, where's the list of the spells, by the way?
It is at the very bottom of the Artificer homebrew. You're looking for page 35.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's level...
You can choose a spell from level 1 or level 2.
okay.
Mm-hmm. As sick as it would be to get like a 5th level spell now, you're not that powerful. Yet.
What's heat metal?
Heat metal allows you to target a metal object within your line of sight and just make that bitch real hot. See, it mostly gets utility out of the fact that that includes armor and weapons that people are carrying. So it takes a lot to try and like take off armor in D&D. So if you use heat metal on somebody's like plate armor, you can more or less easy bake oven them alive.
Nostill's magic aura.
Let me check that one. I'm not certain.
Because remember how last time she started tapping into her demon powers?
Ooh, that is a very good point.
So,
by the way,
she unlocks a little bit more as it goes.
Since we did that last session, From now on, when I ask you, like, hey, are you preparing any infusions today? I'll also be asking you to roll that 3d6 to see what sort of cool powers you get today.
Yeah!
Alright, Nistel's Magic Aura. Found it. You place an illusion on a creature or an object you touch so that divination spells reveal false information about it. The target can be a willing creature or an object that isn't being carried or worn by another creature. When you cast the spell, choose one or both of the following effects: false aura or mask. You can change how it appears to detect magic, or you can change the way the target appears to spells and magical effects that detect creature types. So if, say, Remiel uses Divine Sense on something you've cast Mask on, you will basically be able to have it show up as something else.
I'm guessing Magic Mouth is the same deal as Magic Weapon, maybe?
That doesn't mean that you can just bite people. I mean, you can.
Fucking the bigger person will start biting people.
God damn. Magic Mouth basically. You ever watch the Harry Potter movies?
Yes.
You remember the Screamer?
Screamer.
It was basically an enchanted note that somebody got during lunch that started bitching immediately as soon as it was opened. You don't have the ability to put quite as much verbiage in there, but you can do the same thing with Magic Mouth. It has a limit of 25 words or less, to be clear.
So less tweet. Gotcha.
What was that?
I said less characters than a tweet. Gotcha.
Basically.
What?
Any ideas?
Trying to find something that seems magic-y to go with what happened last time.
Well, that is a very good question. In that case, let me look one more time. So, here's one thing that you might actually be able to get some mileage out of. Imbue luck. Since
Imbue luck?
you're kind of getting into your natural powers, imbue luck allows you to touch a weapon or worn item and imbue luck into it. If imbued on a weapon for the duration on an attack roll, the wielder can roll an additional d20 once. The creature can choose which of the d20s is used for this attack roll, so basically just a floating advantage. If imbued into a worn item, they can roll a d20 when attacked, then choose whether the attack uses the attacker's roll or theirs.
I think I want that one.
Hell yeah. Imbue luck it is.
Imbue luck! Just so, I can... So it's like I can imbue luck into any item that's on my hand?
As long as it is worn or wielded, yes.
I feel like some angst into this. Anyways.
I know what you're doing. You little bastard. Now, let me see here. Yep, abjuration. Unaction, touch, target.
Also, you see how like they have like the little different numbers and stuff like that for spells? Like you see how like Expeditious Retreat, Seeking Thing is in one column, but then Thunderburst Mine and Snowball Storm and Imbue Luck is like in a different column.
Yeah.
Does that matter much, or?
That's because they're from different spell levels.
Oh yeah, 1, 2.
Yeah. So basically, you only have so many levels. You only have so many slots in a particular level, and while you can cast lower level spells using a higher level slot, you can't do the same vice versa. So you get up to 3 casts of a mix of Thunderburst Mine, Snowlock, Snowball Swarm, or Imbue Luck per day. And once you use those 3 like floating opportunities, you're out.
Okay. Huh. Also, I'm reading these fucking other spells with different levels, and I'm getting some notes.
Hell yeah. So I
Myth is back.
believe that rounds out your level up. Who is talking?
I was saying ref, so they're back.
Yes, Ref.
Yes.
Hello.
I'm
So, do you need any help leveling up?
Nope. All I get is access to all my level 4 spells and two spells that are already on the list of things that I learned anyways. So okay. It's like you learned Blight and Confusion. Looks at Druid spell list level 4. Blight and Confusion. So I gain nothing. I gotcha.
Well, do remember that I believe your circle spells are always prepared.
I did not remember that.
Yep. So you don't have to waste any of your like daily I can only prepare so many spells slots on Blight or Confusion. You just have those bad boys at the ready.
I need to make note of that because I keep on preparing them.
That would do it. Anyway, Andrew.
Hello.
Would you like any help?
I think I'm mostly good. I'm kind of torn between blight and banishment as that far as spells go.
I have a strange feeling which one not this would pick, but
Yeah, I feel like you're correct.
yeah, that seems a bit like a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, okay. Good.
Because really, when you can just tell the Fae to fuck off, why do anything else?
He would.
He would. So will you be taking the median or will you be rolling for your HP?
We're gonna roll. This is probably a mistake.
All right, roll those dice.
Beep, 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 pew.
Thank you, Name.
4.
Okay.
4.
Plus your
Does he have a
stuff.
Okay, so he has
He
a
has-
plus 1. Oh, speaking of which,
5.
Lucia will also be getting an extra HP because she has Abyssal Fortitude. She's a tough bit.
Is he a tough bit? I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So I have my Oath of the Crown spells.
Yep.
Do those spells take up their own like spell like amount, or is it based on the paladin spells that I already have?
Your Oath of the Crown spells do not have to be prepared. You have them on standby. They still take up spell slots when you cast them, but you don't have to prepare them.
There's always okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
You got that shit on lockdown. All right. Nami and Ref, are you going to be rolling for your health or taking the medium?
Rolling.
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 Hey.
I'm glad to see some appreciation for Limp Bizkit in the house. All right, 5 for Molly, and for Vanessa's.
I forget. Do I add +1?
What's your con mod?
So anyway, that's a 1d8.
That's a 1d8 -1.
What?
Your con mod is -1.
God.
Oh, hey, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, it's alright.
Didn't you roll 0 last level?
I think so.
But yeah, your HP total is now up to 28. A little bit more than that, and you'll actually manage to breach 30.
Yeah.
Alright. Is everything squared away? Everybody ready?
I'm just adding all the spells, but we can start up whenever.
Have you chosen Vanessa's spell?
Yeah, I chose Confusion.
Confusion? Oh, not a bad idea. Alright, then with that, we can begin the session.
Yay.
Yay.
Also, I like that I have locate creature now, and I'm like, I'm going to locate the cats and raccoons.
That is absolutely possible.
How do I get polymorph? What the fuck?
Yeah.
But I can already polymorph. What?
No, polymorph isn't just, like, self-targeted. You can target others. Which means now you can turn everyone else into raccoons.
No, don't even think about it.
I can only do it once. Who's gonna be
Better
making
be real sure of who you want to do it to.
Oh shit, I can do Wall of Fire too. Nice.
Alright. So, welcome back to Shadowbrooke. Sorry for the long prep period, but you know how it is. So, last time we left off, you guys had a couple of loose hanging threads. Specifically, Nothis was the one that seemed to be in charge of them. Because, I do want to ask, Nothis, are you planning to get everyone else involved on the try to catch a displacer beast thing? Or the help Sephora out with treasure hunting? Or is that all you?
Nah, I think we're gonna bring everybody on at least the displaced issue.
Fuck yeah. So you do still know that the supposed direction that you are supposed to be going to find this displacer beast is over in the deep woods. Not that you guys really have great memories of the place, but still.
Displacer beast.
Displacer beasts are basically six-legged jaguars with tentacles that disappear and reappear at will.
Fun.
And you are being asked to try and catch one.
Who asked us to do this?
Can you guess?
Certain
A certain
traveling
magical
wizard.
merchant. Larav is the enchanter.
Is there a reward for this creature, I'm guessing?
There is actually a reward. Chaboy Nothis was promised, I believe, his magical supplies and a choice of a magical item.
How many magical supplies?
Enough to cast magical circle, or magic circle, which, you know, is enough to ward against a specific creature type, that sort of thing.
Does anyone else get anything? Because it seems like Noth is getting the most out of this.
He's the one who negotiated. You want to take it up with Laravis?
This creature sounds very difficult to capture.
It's not the easiest thing in the world, no.
Do we even have any supplies to capture it? Again,
You can need to buy this lantern. This lantern, you know, the one that he was trying to scam all of his what bought it.
Also, Ramiel, we are forgetting one key factor.
It is.
Molly does a little trill and a little jig. Me!
You're right. I keep forgetting that you can talk to animals.
Yeah, and I could technically control some if I really wanted to.
Could you control a beast that size?
Yeah?
Is it? You did control a giant web.
Oh yeah, doesn't Molly have Dominate Monster?
Dominate beast.
Dominate Beast.
Fuck you. I'm a druid, Ramiel. Nature should answer my call. Usually. Sometimes.
Well, if anything goes wrong, then I would at least be there to protect everyone.
Yeah. Well, you got about like a minute or so of control because I'm not the greatest, but as long as you have rope, I guess, and tie up its legs.
Should hopefully be
Do we
enough to
have
hard
rope?
tie it.
Does Remiel have rope? Remiel does not have rope.
Can I do a knowledge survival on what Molly might know about displacer beasts?
Actually, I will allow you specifically to do that, John. Yes.
Okay, yeah, fine. So I'm just gonna do normal.
That'll be a nature check.
Oh, well, I did survival. Whoopsies.
No, no big deal.
Well, you know how to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how to survive.
Actually know just a little bit about displaced beasts because you've heard your dad mention them before. It was another one of those like kind of spooky stories that you would get told at night, but with a lot less like grave importance than the stories about hags. It was more like, oh, you gotta be careful, or well, you know, on the sea, they train those things. They got tentacles and 6 arms, and they crawl around on top of ceilings.
Molly's just kind of thinking, you know, he never really did give me like straight up answers.
You're fairly sure from like a conversation you had with him further down the line, where you know, kind of laughed at the whole children's stories thing. Apparently they don't actually like walk on ceilings or anything, but they are about as agile as like panthers. So they are very, very fast, and they are very, very dangerous.
It's like a 6-legged panther with tentacles.
They also do not actually teleport, but they instead have a thing called displacement. You think you're seeing a displacer beast, but really it's like 5-10 feet to the left.
Oh,
Objects in near is closer than they appear.
Basically,
Yeah.
Molly will explain that the mechanics of next encounter. Anyways,
Your father's certainly creative with how he tells you about all these mythical creatures.
Well, it
Okay,
was
now
pretty-
I'm just imagining that Molly, in her best impression of Maple's voice, recounted that story.
what would be Molly's impression of an impression? Jesus Christ.
well, you see, Molly.
Oh,
Okay. But yeah, she'll explain it. And the actual things.
It's like, yeah, just think of it as a really fast panther that is slightly more to the left with tentacles on its face. It's fine.
And why do you hate this monster so badly?
Not this.
Not this, not this.
I'm trying to cast a spell that requires a lot of money that I don't have.
You know, you could always ask me. I really don't know what to do with my money.
Neither do I.
like
Oh.
there
You
wasn't.
think I could buy a weapon? You like poses. You think this thing poses again? Buys a weapon? No.
and I already upgraded my weapons.
And technically speaking, the Order of Andrea doesn't have an oath of poverty, but like you get a little too rich in there, and they start going like,
That's why Remiel just gives more money than he usually has to.
I smell
Yeah.
poor.
I smell poor.
Yeah, we can put together a donation pool for you, or like maybe pick an easier job.
Maybe have a sweater job or something.
Molly kind of like pats mouth. Is like, we need a sweater for.
Well, clearly you'd be poor if we had one.
You say poor.
Maybe I'll buy some new armor or something.
Pats
Not
not
this. You need to depend on us a little bit more. We're friends, right?
Well, if we don't want to do this, it'd actually pick up a second job. So we have options. I really needed the cash.
Again.
Just please ask us for help if you need it.
How about we buy you
s-
that lantern and we could do the other job? What's the other job? Hold on.
Oh, no. I paid for the this is why I bought the lantern.
Not this. This is not up for negotiation.
I bought. Well, I did talk him down, and no, I did not. No, I just bought.
Not this.
You bought the.
How much did you buy that lantern for?
It was a
How much did you buy it for? How much?
60 pieces.
60 gold
I
pieces.
It might have been. I think.
Andrew, you're a little mumbly. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're a little mumbly. Andrew?
Hello?
hello.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. You sound like kind of quiet and mumbly. I don't know why.
Muffled.
Yeah, muffled.
Are we good?
Look for your microphone.
Yeah, like
Genuinely have no idea where on my computer that is.
Oh, well, whatever you're doing right then, that was far clearer.
Oh,
Well, you found it.
Okay.
there you are.
hello.
Yeah. No, it was 60 gold pieces, most likely.
For a lantern.
What wasn't it like 200 before anyway?
So I did good then.
For a
But
lantern.
why the displacement beast on top of that?
good question. I panicked.
And you do still need the cash for your magic circle components.
Yeah, I did. The 60 gold pieces did not cover the 100 gold pieces.
4?
For the iron and all the powder that I need to cast this circle.
Molly's like, what? Iron? Iron.
No, it's okay. It's not for you, Molly. This is a buddy's circle.
Against?
Can you please be
my-
clear about what you're doing?
Okay, I'm trying to cast a circle to greatly inconvenience my patron.
Why?
Henry Anchor very slowly looks out from behind the doorway while you guys are talking about this.
Benry, he already knows. It's okay. You don't need to tell him about that. He knows.
Okay. And he just slowly goes back behind the door frame.
And why?
Vanessa
do you
presses
need
X
to-
to doubt.
Yeah, Remil's also doing that. Why do you need to inconvenience your patron?
Well, it's the Prince of...
Well, it is the Prince of Oz.
Yeah, you do remember the
Hello?
Hello?
Oh. I guess you
like
don't remember.
sacrifice.
Prince of Autumn was like, actually, you're not talking.
That was my.
Andrew, you want to take that one from the top?
Oh yeah.
Again.
You guys do remember the trying to sacrifice child in the forest move he pulled?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that was no stranger. That's my guy.
Why is he doing that?
Well, you guys did
Are
do
you-
some research on that last time.
He did?
Yeah. You found out that there was some fuckery with ley lines and
Right.
specifically, it seemed like Arya had been taken because the ritual called for the blood of an angel or a celestial.
That's always good. That's great. Fantastic.
You're not condoning what your patron is doing then. Am I correct to assume this?
Oh. No, we are. At least I am going to make him hurt real bad. That's this circle.
It just, I need to make sure that it won't push me away.
Molly, I'll let you make an Arcana check.
Excuse me, I need to make an Arcana check real quick.
Well, do I know anything about this? Oh shit, so you do. Well, magical circle spells are usually used for, specific warding effects, and while it's not quite on the level of Fey contract bullshit, it is kind of pretty stringent about the conditions of the circle. So, as long as you're half Fey, you might feel a little nauseous walking into the circle, but if it's warding against Fey, you'll be fine.
Will she continue to be nauseous as long as she's in the circle?
Yeah, but not horrible, world upside down, barf your lungs out nauseous. More just oh, that's kind of queasy.
Can she sleep? Can she sleep?
Yeah, it'd be uncomfortable, but she could probably manage it. I mean, she slept after eating some less than edible mushrooms before with just a sore tummy. So she can probably manage it.
Molly just kind of squints and goes like, well, there goes my comfort. Fine.
As long as it doesn't seriously hurt you, then that's okay.
No, it's just gonna cause me nausea. It's fine. Not this doesn't owe me anything. She's like, for the first time in a while, Molly's not smiling properly. She's like,
Just, oh, dang.
You know, just
Molly, if it makes you feel better, I won't be able to hold the circle for long. It shouldn't be terrible.
alright. Okay. But if I lose too much sleep over this, you owe me so much.
Okay, I can make that deal.
Another deal, huh?
Just make deals with Faye.
Vanessa gives a disapproving look.
That's Vanessa's idea of a joke.
She really is the straight man of this entire group, isn't she?
She is. She is surrounded by fools.
At least they're good fools.
They're her fools.
Oh.
Oh,
So yeah, are you guys going to go through with capturing the displacer in the store, at least trying to?
Yeah, although we should probably get... Oh, Remiel being, concerned or like being a bit of a warrior, wants to make sure that if needed to forcibly subdue this creature, that he has the supplies to do so. He has the handcuffs still, although I don't know if the manacles. I don't know if he could attach those to
A six-armed animal.
Yeah.
Well, I will
Although
say
maybe-
one thing. I will say one thing about that idea. It'd be really fucking funny to try.
It'd be funny, but
Would it be a good idea? No.
no, wouldn't.
But it'd be hilarious.
Maybe some rope would be easier to use.
Yeah, I'm going to say that searching for rope isn't like super difficult. You can find it at pretty much any just like general store in town.
What about for a magical rope? A rope that like is super strong, super sturdy.
You want a magic rope?
Yeah.
don't you want to see a magic trick?
It's only like one gold piece.
So I'm going to say that at that point, just like after Remiel kind of considers, I should get a magic rope. We smash cut. Welcome to Marriage of the Enchanters. Incredible strange and wonderful beasts. How can I help you?
You just wanted a magic rope, Romeo.
Well, a creature that size and could be extremely strong and could easily break any normal rope.
Oh my! Are you referencing that deal I made with your compatriot?
Yes.
Yes, we're here to assist him.
What?
I'm just
Well, I can sell you magically improvised and reinforced rope for a very fair price. My question is, would you like to tell me how much you're looking for?
Molly just kind of looks at Remy and is like, do we really need this? I mean, if you just tie it correctly, if you know your knots. You do know knots, right?
Does Remiel know his knots?
Let me answer your question with another question, and that is, was Remiel not in 100 years of Elven Boy Scouts?
Does that exist?
His mom taught him quite a lot about survival techniques as well as everything else.
His survival's just, he doesn't have anything in survival.
Yeah, but like the general Boy Scout shit, like not tying or being able to vaguely put together something resembling a shelter. Like, he wouldn't go out into the forest and die immediately.
He has a 0 in survival.
He'd at least have a day.
Yeah, he has a day.
He's got a day at least. Like, he may not have been
God,
great at
Ramiel,
it.
even I was in Elven Boy Scouts.
It's been a while. He didn't think he had to go fucking.
True proof that Ramiel did not fucking care about Boy Scouts.
He cared about it, but it's just.
He was only interested in the Pine Car Derby.
Fucking Pine Car Derbies. I've always wanted to do that, but fucking I don't live in a suburb, so we don't fucking have that shit.
Yeah.
Ramiel knows that he's just. He's
a warrior boy.
He's the concerned father. He wants to be absolutely 100% sure that things won't go wrong, even though they will go wrong.
I love Ramiel so much.
I love him dearly. So how much for the rope?
Well, we're actually having something of a sale at the moment. Just
Oh, really?
pieces per foot.
Oh.
How many pieces per foot?
5 silver pieces.
What was the original price?
1 gold. This is quite the deal.
Per foot.
That is quite the
deal. Insight to see if he's lying about the price.
Yes, you absolutely have.
The way the numbers didn't show up for a second.
That always happens. Is he lying about
You
the
have
price?
no insight.
Let me find out. Let me just real quick find out. He's telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay.
Wow.
5 silver pieces per foot. Trying to do math in my head. So.
How many feet do you want?
Preferably
I must
2
say
feet.
that I tend to. You err on the side of caution.
So 30 feet would be. So me trying
I
to.
mean, worst comes to worst, we just have extra.
Of course. Yeah, if we're ever by a cliffside and need to descend it, then we'll have rope.
So how much? What was it again? Like 5 silver per.
5 silver per foot, 30 feet. 30 feet times 550.
That's 150.
Silver. How much is that in gold?
15 gold.
Okay. All right. 30 feet of magical rope.
30 feet of magical rope it is.
And he rubs his fingers together, reaches into that like kind of stereotypical starry wizard robe that he always has on, and pulls out a small little like scroll. And he kind of backs up from behind the counter and looks under.
Fia Kaboo!
And with a surprisingly like showy thing of magical force, he points the scroll down behind the counter, and there's this little of light before he comes back up with a slightly like glowing length of silken rope.
There, we are.
Thank you.
And he like dusts the front of his robe off a little bit.
Right. That will be 15 gold. Is there anything else I can supply for you at this day?
Don't believe so. Does anyone else need anything?
No, but can I say something out of character?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, I'd like to purchase some of that audacity you got.
Why was I literally thinking the same thing?
Same brain cell.
Same brain cell.
I'm sorry, this confidence doesn't come cheap.
That's what we're calling it, okay?
Yeah, I actually wanted to sell you these hands.
Hey, came up with a new website. It's called OnlyHands. Want to subscribe?
It's quite a crunching price, get him.
Oh, well, I would love to try that out, but first I have something to sell you. It's this book. If you just open it up and read the first page, you'll see that it is an entire book of nothing but runes and exploding. Have a good time.
Where's the fire extinguisher? It's too many burns.
Oh my god.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No.
We're just walking YouTube poop right now.
We're just quoting the YouTube.
No.
Hey yo, the
No.
hey yo, the pizza's here.
My ears burn.
Wows.
My ears burn.
I like your cut, G.
Remy, when you taste damage.
Come on, touch that.
My ears burn. Anyway,
Okay. Let's get out of YouTube poop mode for a second.
all right, kids, single file. Everyone, wave bye to the nice wizard man.
I'm sorry, Raph, you were saying?
I was gonna say the image of fucking Nothis being like, actually we have a mission is just the same thing. Like, hey Nothis, what do you got there? Looks at the Displacer Beast mission. Smoothie.
My smoothie. All right, everybody say bye to the nice wizard.
Bye. Oh, wait. Who's paying?
Bye.
Oh, we didn't.
I paid already for the rope.
Okay, you already subtracted the 15.
yeah, it's a trip.
Cool. Okay.
Well, have an excellent trip. I hope to see you soon.
As another out of earshot and far away, Molly was just looking off this. Did he ever specify alive by any chance?
Don't kill anyone.
He did unfortunately specify alive.
I would get
He has a fucking zoo. Of course he wasn't alive.
I know, it's, in case we fail.
I was in out of
I would
character.
like to
Remy
refrain
not be
from
fun.
killing.
Yeah.
I would like to refrain from killing if we don't have to.
As would I, but if someone's life is in danger, I'll take whatever steps are necessary to keep everyone alive.
Don't kill yourself.
Okay, Remy.
I don't plan to.
Molly puts a hand on her. If you ever need to talk.
It's like, I'm fine, Molly. Thank you.
Okay.
So anyway, are you guys going to head off towards the deep woods, try and find your displacer beast?
Yeah.
All right. Now let me change that for a second. So you take a quick walk through town to get to the southeastern gate, and you head down towards the logging camp. And on your way, you actually see something just a bit, maybe not unusual, but definitely like, huh. Specifically, you see a distinctly shirtless, ripped as fuck half-orc guy standing at the edge of the logging encampment with an axe over his shoulder, just sort of staring out into the woods. He's got a number of remarkably intricate tribal tattoos coating his back. You think you've seen this guy before, actually?
Have we?
Very, very sparsely, and generally up more like when you guys are leaving from the north area of the town. But today, he is over here.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa shields her eyes.
Always staring.
Do not witness.
Ramil is squinting.
Excuse me? What you looking at?
The guy turns to you and glances back to the forest before, bringing his full attention back to you. Disturbance out there recently.
Oh, you do?
Heard something. Like, creaking timbers. Not like logs, more like, house.
In which general direction?
Just about out that way. And he points out to where he was staring. You guys can't hear anything, but this half-orc guy just has his mouth set in kind of a stoic, flat look, kind of contemplative.
Molly will take out her journal, take notes of it. Alright. Also, I feel very rude, but I think we bumped into each other before. What's your name?
Drask.
Drask? Pleasure to meet you. Offers hand. Hey, Molly.
He puts on a very small smile and takes your hand. Gives him a nice firm shake. He has a fucking firm handshake.
Imagine Molly like
I think Molly like bounces up and down a little bit when he shakes.
It's like you make like the rattle sound as you're shaking.
Alright. That's okay. Well, we'll investigate it and give you any others.
Yes. Thank you for the warning, Trask.
No problem. You five stay safe out there.
Will do.
And
as well.
he. Oh.
Remy was saying you as well. Yeah.
He unslings the axe from his shoulder and starts walking off back to presumably get to work cutting down trees. Though you didn't see him the last time he came here, so it's just doing something. And the way into the deep woods is there.
The deep woods. Yeah, just
because
this way, right?
there's nothing bad that can happen in the deep woods.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Where in the map exactly are we? Like here? Oh, down here. Okay.
You guys are right about there, and you are looking out towards there.
Okay. Oh, so where was the hag area?
Probably right around there-ish.
So around here?
Yep.
Alright.
That is the site of the former Pleasant Valley, which was neither a valley nor was it pleasant.
Was that what he was talking about when he said like the weird sounds from that distance? Or was he pointing over?
It's been like a week since then, so you assume. So, as you guys start heading into the deep woods, looking for your new mark, the Displacer Beast, well, first of all, you all feel that kind of uncomfortable shift in your stomach once again, as you feel the affinity, the planar affinity of this area change. You're not in the Feywild, but you're certainly closer to it than you were just back at Shadowbrooke.
Everyone's feeling that weird nauseous feeling.
Yeah, it passes quickly enough, but it's still kind of like...
Yeah.
Can everyone make me perception checks? We can get into how you guys are going to search for this bad boy.
Perception.
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 Damn, Nothus.
They took my fucking eyes.
They took my fucking eyes.
Fucking guys.
I should
My
have.
fucking eyes, what the fuck? I can't see.
Lucia did surprisingly well for someone with a -1 to wisdom. I'm going to say that Nothus, Lucia, and Molly, you got some pretty keen ears between the three of you. Every now and again, you can kind of hear what Trask was talking about. Like, at the very edge of your hearing, you kind of like prick your ear, and you can hear very far away. Like, kind of the timbers of an old house.
Man, Trask has really good ears. Oh.
So, with that aside, I wanted to ask, how are you guys planning to try and search for a Displacer Beast?
Do we know what it sounds like approximately?
You don't know exactly what it sounds like, but it's easy enough to guess, like, well, it probably makes growls and snarls and hisses, kind of like a cat would. Like,
What's the spirit?
Come again?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
One more time, Ralph.
What is it like to eat? It's a resting area. Like,
Yeah.
give me the deets.
It tends to... You would know this because of the story you have.
Yeah.
It tends to eat a lot of raw meat, and like quite a fair bit of it daily. And you believe that its habitat is generally like the dark upper boughs of trees.
Are there anything hunt around here?
Come again?
Molly's like, we need meat. Is there anything to hunt?
This place is remarkably verdant, because you guys are traveling as a group, and of course there's Remiel and Lucia, who tend to be probably the loudest of the bunch in terms of just incidental noise. Remiel because he's in armor, Lucia because she carries a literal sack of bombs.
Smells like gunpowder.
Smells like gunpowder.
You hiding the good shit?
You have heard some like wildlife filing out from around you, but you haven't seen a ton aside from some larger deer that run off before you can really get at them. But if you're trying to hunt, you might be able to catch up to them.
Hear me out. How do we hunt something like that? I mean, we could look for its sleeping place.
sorry, my mom was asking about something. What did you say?
Oh,
Sorry.
Mama City.
Yeah, my mom was asking me about something. What are you doing?
Try to hunt the beast.
All right.
Trying to find the beast.
Couldn't you?
Do we
couldn't
know
you
what?
use your druid abilities to help?
Do we know what its footprints look like? Perhaps it's. Perhaps what kind of animals it preys upon?
It does tend to go after larger game.
Like moose size, maybe.
Moose are fucking huge. Like,
Yeah.
deer and up.
Okay.
Moose are fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Moose is an ancient megafauna. I mean, it would go after one, but...
Can I tell you guys a fun fact, actually, about them?
Yes.
I think it's the fall time. Yeah, it's the fall when it's like apple season, right?
Yeah.
So moose like to eat the fallen apples that fall down, and they tend to get in a state of euphoria that is like equal to being drunk.
Oh, because they're eating rotten fermented apples.
Yeah, so then they just act fucking drunk and just get into a whole bunch of mischief and shit. But since they're
They
so
also kill
fucking
people
big,
back
it's
then.
terrifying. Yeah, that's how one woman died because of one of those fucking drunk moose.
That's gotta be a bad way to go.
Yeah, because they can run into trees and shit.
I mean,
that drunk shit walking into your car. Or carriage, I should say.
Molly kind of pokes her fingers together, like, well, I could turn into a deer and just act like prey, I guess.
That's a bit risky.
Wouldn't be the first time I was mauled.
I would prefer you keep it that way.
Molly. We
It
love
would
you.
only be the second mauling I've got.
It wouldn't be the second mauling it.
Wouldn't be the second mauling.
Because I can't use locate. I can't do locate creature, and to do dominate beast, I only have one 4th level spell slot, so I can't do
Why
that
can't
right now.
why can't you do locate creature?
Because it's on this. It's the same 4th level as a dominate beast.
Why is locate creature a 4th level spell? What kind of kung fu magic do you have to do to look at a GPS and be like, here's your monster?
Some pretty damn hard kung fu magic, because that is pretty solid divination.
Magic is so stupid. I wish I was.
What's worse is
sorcerer.
describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. The foot. It also has to be within 1,000 feet as me.
I never thought it was a very good spell.
Also, if it's polymorphed, I can't fucking sense it. But I have a really stupid idea.
Do tell.
Which is...
Is Benry here?
Is he up?
No, that's Bagul. I want Benry.
Right.
Andrew?
Yeah, he'd be around here.
Benry, I need your help.
Creature.
Benry very slowly toddles out from behind a tree, leaving a trail of gooey black ink behind him. Hello! Did somebody need me?
She needs your help. Oh,
You need my help. With what?
Yeah. So if we sacrifice my dominate beast, let's say, so we can instead of try to lure it and just fight it the old-fashioned way, I need someone super talented to become bait and super brave. And I was wondering if you were that.
Super talented and super brave.
Yeah, I think you'd be great to do it.
Benry squints up at you and brings one long little, like, bony-ass finger to scratch his chin.
I mean, you deal with Noctis every day. You must be brave.
That is a good point. He is really mean.
She kind of like gets down and starts
why.
like. She gets down and starts just like smushing his face. Come on.
Your hands get immediately
Oh, don't
stiff.
touch him.
You think Molly cares?
No, but I just
He's
want to let
gooey
you
and
know.
sticky.
She
It-
slept on moss. Who cares?
It is sticky and kind of nasty. But,
Does he stink? Wait, does it stink?
you know what? I'm going to let you make a persuasion check with advantage because you're willing to touch it.
She's trying, okay? I don't see anyone else coming up with anything. Oh, damn it!
I will also allow other people
I
to
will-
try and take a crack at it. Perhaps not.
Wait, could I, wait, no.
Yes,
I'm a-
but you got to get in there and actually talk to me.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna try to bend Molly's luck to give her a better
Oh,
roll.
you know what? I will allow it.
Okay.
So Molly can roll one more time.
Yay.
Good luck.
That is.
Wait, I have to roll a 1d4.
Ooh,
All right.
4?
+4.
So I'm guessing that. Let me just double check my stuff here.
Mm.
I'm guessing that you are also using Tides of Chaos to help this along.
Am I?
Tides of Chaos is the one that allows you to give advantage. Bend Luck allows you to give just a floating bonus to anybody. If you use Tides of
Yeah,
Chaos, she
but-
gets that 21, is what I mean.
But isn't Tides of Chaos just on me, though?
No, any creature that you can see. Wait.
Nope. Shit, I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I use bend luck, I'm just giving her extra dice
Alright,
thingies.
with a 9, Benry still looks a little bit skeptical. Just kind of like,
I don't know.
I mean, I can't force you to, I guess.
if anyone else would like to take a crack at it.
Remy would like to.
Remiel, please go for it. You do have to, like, talk to it.
Yeah. It is a very brave job to be bait for something like this. I mean, all of us would be willing to protect you.
All of you would be willing to protect me?
And he kind of pointedly looks over at Nothis.
Yeah, this would be a special occasion.
I got this way. If he doesn't protect you, I will punch him.
Wow.
Okay.
That's the censure. That gets the deal.
Alright,
so,
that does mean that I'm
minor
what do I need to be
illusion
bait
to
for?
mimic the.
What do I need to be bait for?
Sorry. Nami was talking for a hot second. What?
Oh, Vanessa was just saying, I could have just done minor illusion and mimic the sound of a moose, but
Well, why did you just say this? Molly just looks at Vanessa like,
but everyone was talking at the same time.
there was a very long period where no one was talking, Vanessa.
Well, that's because I was thinking of it, but now it's too late.
Molly, not see but anyone, I'm gonna let everyone know. It's just that the words of the ton of don't trust that human, it is playing, it's like Molly's looking at it, it's like
Why don't...
What am I gonna be bait for?
A beast. But we should catch it before it gets to you.
What
We
kind
will
of
catch
beast?
it. We will catch it before it gets to you.
Displacement beast.
Displacement beast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
And he starts. He turns and starts at the front of the group, presumably thinking that is now his job.
All right, let's go.
Well, lead the way.
Should I polymorph him? Again, one last thing is that as soon as I polymorph, I won't be able to use Dominate Beast, which means that we will have to pray and hope that animal friendship and speak with animals works.
I think...
He looks delicious as is. It should be fine.
He is dripping.
Perhaps we could incorporate Vanessa's suggestion of mimicking the moose's call to attract the displacement beast, and just have Benry as is, just standing as if just minding his own business. Perhaps that would work.
Vanessa, could you turn Benry red? Like meat.
Gross. But possible.
I
And get
assume
that
I
moose.
can.
She does little jazz hands. Like, dang.
Okay. A little points with her hands, and boom, Benry is red now.
Hey guys, I'm red now. Does that mean I'm brave?
You look
Yes.
strawberry
Yes.
jam.
Yeah.
And he's
Yes.
looking at the back of his hands and the palms in the back.
Yes, Benry.
Oh.
I mean, you know that red is the color of a hero.
Shut the fuck up, City! Shut up!
Yeah,
He's
okay.
personally dead after this.
And Benry starts walking again, this time with a little bit more pep in his step.
City, you were dead bed after this session.
I had to.
So,
Vanessa starts she does that she puts a hand over her mouth like someone's blowing a whistle, and she's just making moose noises with minor illusion.
oh my god, I love it.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
I can just imagine this very polite, well-dressed nun girl who is currently loudly making moose noises when it looks like she's whistling. So some of them just like... I don't think you've probably seen a ton of moose in your life, Vanessa, but
She's doing her best.
you get them pretty accurate. So with an offer of what looks like fresh meat, because Benry is also dripping red everywhere, so he looks bloody. It's kind of gross, more than usual with Benry. And the moose calls, I'm going to say... Let's see here. Can you guys make me a D20 check? Specifically, like, just one for the group. You can nominate one person to do it.
We don't get any like advantages or anything, or just
no.
straight?
The advantage here is determining what the difficulty is.
Okay.
Who wants to roll?
I could go.
Okay.
1d20?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Is your luck sick enough?
How?
No!
Well, we don't know what this means. Wait a second.
Yeah, we don't know.
So
This could be like a 2 in difficulty.
you continue through the deep woods for a while, with this uncomfortable feeling that you are being watched, because, I mean, what other feeling can you have when you're trying to hunt a displacer beast? And out in the distance, you can still hear that occasional creak of wood. I'm going to say that that is the first hour of your search. Would you like to make me another D20 check?
Who's doing it this time?
I'll do it this time.
All right, let's see. Is your luck good enough? It's getting a little dark out. It's kind of creepy back here. You can still hear off in the distance. Anybody else want to take a crack at it?
Come on, y'all, crack that whip.
Well, I guess the wild luck sorcerer is gonna take a crack at it.
Go
Yeah.
for it. Oh my god.
Oh!
Yes.
So, this D20 that I've been having you guys roll is what I like to call a luck roll. It is supposed to, like, you know, kind of let you guys do something that's sort of random chance without having anything necessarily skillful about it. So you and your plans have determined the difficulty number, which was going to be 13, by the way. And you were basically going to spend each hour trying until you got that. With a nat 20, though... With a nat 20, I'm going to say that you guys will be able to make perception checks, and I want to give everyone here advantage on them.
Wait, we get what?
You get advantage on this perception check.
Oh, hell yeah.
What is the advantage?
Advantage is roll twice, take the higher.
Okay, right. I can forget what it is.
Sis, you better roll again.
There we go.
Oh my god!
I'm blind, I guess.
You did roll twice. It automatically does that for you.
I'm blind.
That's
Yeah,
what
if
the 19 and the 4 is.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
see two
yeah.
of them,
I
use it.
accidentally clicked it twice.
Oh, no worries. So with a 19,
Take the 19, please.
with a 19, Vanessa, Molly, and Remiel, you guys managed to spot this thing coming because you have managed to kind of luck out and find probably the least graceful displacer beast that probably lives in the deep woods. Specifically, you're first introduced to it with the sound of a very quiet yowl as you hear a branch crack overhead. Normally not like something you would be too worried about in, the middle of a forest, but you have your ears tuned in and you hear a thump against one of the big, thick trees that is currently next to y'all. And you're like, nope. Now there it is.
Well, shit.
Brace yourselves.
So you hear that thump, and soon enough, with the knowledge of that, you see coming around the tree, like halfway up, in the bark, not on a branch or anything, claw marks that are sticking into the bark. And moments later, after you start seeing those, you see a displacer beast, this huge, sleek, black, cat-like being with thorny, almost kind of like feeler tentacles sprouting from its upper back, making the same motions as would be necessary to put those claw marks into the bark. But they're kind of like mismatched. And this thing has its eyes set on Ben.
Alright.
So where are we in, like, positional wise?
I would say you guys are probably like about 30 feet back, trying your best to stay relatively stealthy.
Staying a little out of sight.
Yeah, is that about accurate?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it within 60 feet of me?
It will be in just a minute.
Cool.
It's getting closer to Benry, he's starting to stalk.
Yeah. Remiel, if needed, wants to be a little stealthy and like stay behind like a tree, like with the rope ready to just tackle it and tie it up if he needs to.
All right, so you're taking cover. Vanessa, Lucia, Novice, what are y'all doing? Because I figure that Molly is preparing to try and cast Dominate Beast.
Yeah.
Novice is going to go.
Vanessa's.
Sorry.
Oh, Novice, go first. You go first.
He's going to go ahead and light that 60-volt piece lantern of revealing.
All right. So this Lantern of Revealing basically provides true sight in a narrow cone where the light hits. So you light up this lantern and you unmask it and start pointing it over in that direction. And as your light sweeps over the... Are you pointing it at it yet?
Not yet. He just wants to have it ready.
Alright, so you light it and keep it ready. Alright. Vanessa.
Vanessa's also taking cover.
Alright, and Lucia?
Lucia?
Oh, yeah?
What are you doing? Prepping, or what's going on?
Let's prep.
my new spells, shall we?
Oh. Sure. What would you like to imbue with luck?
Let's go with Malaki.
Yeah,
Aw.
like you're probably fiddling with that every now and again while you guys are walking, and after a little while, just a little bit of sort of magical static cling rubs off on that bad boy. You feel just a little bit luckier. So, the Displacer Beast is coming around this tree about halfway up, and as it draws closer and closer to Benry, it starts going down instead of across, and rakes its claws into the bark to get a proper hold. And about a quarter of the way up the tree, starts tensing up its body like it's ready to pounce. What do y'all do?
Is Molly ready to?
She has the spell prepped, and as soon as it's within 60 feet, is going to hit it.
All right.
Nothis, would you like to shine your lantern?
Wait.
What was that?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So you sweep the target light of this lantern over towards the Displacer Beast, and as it enters the cone of illumination, you see the vision of it as it is disappear. Instead, you are greeted with the sight of a Displacer Beast exactly where you expected it to be, with its claws like held into the bark to keep it from falling. So you guys do not have to deal with the displacement effect. All right. So as this thing gets ready to pounce over towards Benry Anchor, it is just at the edge of Molly's spellcasting range. And finally, it starts to pounce, and I'm going to allow you to cast Dominate Beast and try to resolve it now.
Alright. So
Let's see here. Let's succeed.
That is a novel.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
What my DC?
It is time for the moment of truth. Will it save?
Bitch.
Oh.
Well, there goes my 4th level spell. God damn it.
Thankfully, since you were able to see it properly and not with the displacement, you didn't have any problems like, it getting advantage on the save or anything like that. You did as good as you could. But as this thing flies towards Benry Anchor, I think that's a good time to roll initiative.
Hey!
Hooray!
Ray!
Yay. Oh, shit.
What's up?
Oh, no, I just dropped something and it landed on me.
Oh, okay. You alright?
Oh, okay.
I'm okay. It wasn't heavy.
Okay.
It just surprised me.
Surprise item that will help us later.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
It's a surprise tool that will fall on me.
Now.
All
Um,
right. That's got 7.
Does Alicia need to roll the D20 to yeah.
What magical spell am I getting tonight?
Yeah, isn't Lucia not this roll to see who goes first because he died?
Oh, oops.
Well, which of you has the higher dex?
Well, I got 2.
They both have the same dex.
All right. In that case, yeah, roll off 1d20 for both.
Just a regular 1d20?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So Andrew got 3 and which got 18. Nope.
Oh, damn!
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
All right,
That's right.
Nothis starts the turn order. Benry Inker makes this little squeak of as he sees this black, sleek, just mountain of muscular cat flying towards him. What do you do?
We know what kind of creature the displacer beast is?
How do you mean?
In the way of like aberrations, etc.
Oh, in that case, it is a monstrosity. Yeah, technically, Molly shouldn't have been able to use Dominate Beast, but that's stupid, and this counts as a beast for that.
Okay. Well, in that case, we're just gonna Eldritch Blast it.
You're just gonna Eldritch Blast?
We're just gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Alright, in that case, give me 2 of them bad boys.
Pew pew. Pew pew. More like 2 of the blast boys.
Oh, blast boys.
Blast boys!
Little nasty blast boys. The first one hits, the second one does not. Roll that bad boy's damage. 11 force damage, not half bad. Not half bad. Alright. Okay. So you keep the lantern aimed at this thing as it starts to make its way down. Your first blast goes wide, but your second finds its mark right in the middle of the Displacer Beast's chest as it descends towards Benry. Thankfully, that is enough to knock it off course. You are able to protect Jibble. Lucia, it is your turn. This Displacer Beast kind of like hits the ground next to Benry, snarling and hissing. What do you do?
So I can make a roll and it rolls out a random spell, right?
So how your demonic antress and abyssal ancestry thing works is you roll 3d6, it determines what 3 spells you get.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Alright. Let's see what you're working with.
3d6?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
615. So you get Prestidigitation,
Booyaka, booyaka.
Burning Hands, and Mirror Image. Kind of, ironic given what you're fighting. Prestidigitation allows you to do a couple of, minor little magical effects. Burning Hands is a cone spell that allows you to a bunch of fire, and Mirror Image allows you to make multiple of yourself.
Ooh. Let's go with the multiple of ourselves. Keep that little distraction going.
Your multiples will not be able to really do a lot.
Move.
How the mirror image works is that it kind of works the same way as displacement, actually, in that you make a copy of yourself, but both of you are visible. So I believe anyone attacking you takes disadvantage, and if they manage to miss, your mirror image dissipates.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a protection spell for yourself.
Ah, okay then.
Yeah.
Then let's go with fire hands.
All right. So
Fire meat.
you break out of cover from behind one of the thick roots that you were kind of ducking away behind, and you get up closer, bring your thumbs together, and aim your fingers right at the displacer beast. Just kind of this instinctive spell casting that you barely even knew existed before Bavada mentioned it to you. And let me see here. Burning Hands. Alright. That is going to require a dex saving throw. Alright. This thing is remarkably agile, so that is a fair warning.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be making this save. Yeah. Even though it just hit the ground immediately after being knocked out of the sky, as soon as you break out of cover, it is on its feet. And the moment you bring your thumbs together and aim at it, it is like practically like dancing back out of range as the flames kind of lick at it. This thing is fucking fast. It takes no damage because of a racial trait.
Which is?
Avoidance. It works like a rogue's evasion. If a spell would allow it to take a save to only take half damage, then it takes half damage if it fails, and no damage if it succeeds the saving throw. Yeah, it's nasty. Molly, it is your turn.
Hello, let me just quickly look over some stuff.
Alright, what's up?
So... I have so many fucking concentration spells. Hold on, I need to, like, bank on this. Are you concentration? God, fuck. How many concentration spells does Rev have? Too many.
Remember, concentrations are only called into question if you take damage or otherwise, like, super distracted.
I can only have one concentration spell at a time, don't I?
That is correct as well, yes.
Yeah, that's why I have to keep note of what I'm using. Because I only have concentration spells. Oh, okay. In that case, it moves super fast, right?
Yeah, it seems to be pretty damn fast. Why?
Question. How does it see?
It has eyes.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Oh, as a reference, I can actually send you guys a link to
That'd be nice.
what this thing looks like. Here you go.
If I don't move, can I use 2 actions or I just use 1 action?
You can only use 1 action per turn.
Okay. So I'm just gonna...
Blindness and deafness. Huh.
Yeah.
That,
And if it fails, it's either blind or deaf.
huh. That is quite clever. Give me just a moment to make sure of something. Cool. Alright. Yeah, it will be making a Constitution saving throw. And it does not succeed.
Yay.
Would you like to inflict blindness or deafness?
Feels the duration of either each. Blind.
Blind it is. So you kind of like get out from behind cover to actually get in range for this, and you bring your hands in a large swirling motion. And as soon as you do, you see a grouping of spores sort of sprout out of the ground and cluster near this thing's eyes, where a mat of mycelium starts to grow over them. Temporarily, it will be blinded.
It can't see, so make it count.
Remiel, it can't see, so make it count.
All right. Remiel has the rope in hand. How far away is he from the beast?
I'm gonna say after the dodging and all, let's call it 30 feet for the sake of brevity.
All right. So it's blind right now?
Yes, it is currently blind. Blind means that you get advantage on all attack rolls against it. It gets disadvantage on all attack rolls against you.
Okay. Would tackling it on the ground count as an attack?
Yes, it would.
All right. Remiel's going to run up to that thing and just fucking tackle it to the ground like a football player.
Interesting. Alrighty.
Wow, he's so strong.
Oh wow, he's
Yeah.
so strong.
Oh, he's so
Look at
strong.
him using his Wheaties.
What a strong young man.
Does Nathan need mini wheat? Does Nathan need... Nah, my boy Remiel eats his mini wheats.
Alright. So it is going to be a little bit different since you are basically making a shove attack. What you're going to do is instead of rolling a straight roll to hit, roll me your strength athletics with advantage.
Strength athletics with advantage. So, okay. Oh, so what would they have? Right. So do it.
All right. And it will be making the same roll with disadvantage. And it fails like a bitch. All right, so you rush out from behind this tree, and as it is like pawing with one of its front legs to try and get the mycelium out of its eye, you come up from its side. And just how does Remiel like tackle this thing? Because it is big.
like how big would you say? Like,
it is
comparison to like.
It is large class, so like the ogre to your human.
All right. Yeah, Remiel like will just rush at it from the side and like basically just kind of pounce on it and like just try to just bring it down to the ground. As
you hit this thing like a ton of bricks because with your plate armor on, you might as well be. You slam into a wall of furred muscle, and you drape yourself over its back to try and pin it down. Its tentacles sort of like flail underneath you as you do so, but you do have it prone and pinned.
All right.
Let's hope it stays that way, because it can try to break out of this grapple afterwards.
Yep.
Vanessa, what you doing?
What am I doing? Because he seems like he's got it.
Is there anything you can do to like knock out the beast, like, or make it go to sleep?
Sleep. No.
You can't make him sleep. You can also buff. If you have anything to buff City.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
Like anything to like give me like an advantage roll, or like add like plus like 2 or 3 years to like my next roll or something. Or yeah.
You don't have any spells that can directly do that, but you can do one of two things. If you want to shoot an offensive spell over towards this thing and risk Remiel getting hit, you could always use Careful Spell to allow him to get an advantage on his save. You could also hold your action and ready a lightning bolt to blast this thing if it manages to shake you off.
Oh shit! Right, ready spells.
Yeah.
Well, how about I ready a spell?
Hell
That
yeah!
sounds like a wonderful idea. So Vanessa kind of like holds back for a second, summons up that magical energy and holds it. Displacer Beast's turn. This thing isn't happy in any sense of the word. Because it has 6 legs and 2 tentacles that it's working with here, I'm going to say that it gets the relatively unique opportunity to do 2 things here. First, it is going to try and break your grapple. It will make a athletics check opposed by your own. You will get advantage, it will get disadvantage.
Oh.
2.
2. Yeah. Sorry, what's it doing?
It is making an opposed athletics check to break out of your grapple.
Okay. Do I still get the advantage?
Yes, you do. It is still blind. It's still trying to shake you off without really, like, having a great idea of the situation.
All right. Oh. Aha.
While it is trying to shake you off, this is a very dense area of forest. So, in the process, it manages to thump its head against a root and lets out this howl of displeasure as it reels. You still have it pinned, but it will also get to make its attacks against you this round.
Oh god.
So let's see here.
Yeah, because does it move so it gets another action, I guess?
No. As there's nothing with not moving giving you another action. Instead, I'm saying this is possible because it was trying to buck you off with, like, its legs. It's also got 2 tentacles that are bendy as shit.
Right.
So, let's see here. It will, of course, take disadvantage on these. Let me see here. The first one fucking whiffs. The second one is a 15.
That's just under my AC.
Ooh, too bad. You feel the impacts against your back as its tendrils thump against the tough outer plate of your armor. Doesn't seem to manage to get the spikes coating the ends to really, like, punch through anything. It's just sort of, like, ineffectually battering you right now. Nothus, it is your turn. Benry is, like, shaking a little bit in the middle of the field.
Oh, poor buddy. Remiel has it pinned.
Yes.
So Nothis is just going to make it believe that it is trapped entirely by casting Phantasmal Force and convincing it that it is trapped in a cage.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, that's what.
That's not an expected thing to do, but I like it. Okay, makes an intelligence saving throw on a failed save. Sound, temperature, and other stimuli. Treats a phantasm if it's... Huh. That's clever.
Thanks.
Okay, so it will be making an intelligence saving throw to try and dissuade itself that this is real. It won't be getting a disadvantage on this, however.
It's real.
However, this is a displacer beast, and they're not the smartest things in the world.
It's real.
You create this vivid hallucination for the displacer beast of the sound of a cage slamming over it as Remiel tries to keep on top and pin it down. And you hear this screeching hiss from the creature as it thrashes and bucks against the outsides of this imaginary cage. But it feels like it's too tight for it to actually move much. So it can't really get a full range of motion here. You have very effectively made it believe that it is trapped in a cage, so even if it were to get rid of the blindness, it would still have disadvantage, and I will be giving Remiel advantage to try and hogtie this bad boy.
Alright.
Lucia, anything you want to add to this? Lucia?
Alicia!
Yes?
Alicia!
Yes!
Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you,
Hey,
what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Uh-huh. Let's see.
Yeah.
Fight if I
Remiel. Yeah, Remiel currently has it pinned.
Flip the gun that beach.
What was
You
that?
sure?
No, Remy's on there.
Remiel's on it!
And we're trying to keep it alive.
You can just ready a spell or an attack if you would like to not immediately blow this bad boy out.
Anybody injured? I got cure wounds. I got the Caillou band-aids.
Band-aids.
Anybody need any?
No, just you can prep it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you take out some kind
Yeah.
of band-aids. Molly.
Are you band-aids?
Luciano Caillou band-aids.
Where's the rope?
The rope is currently with Remiel. He's holding it.
So Remy's gonna tie it, or does he want Molly to tie it?
He is going to tie it, if Molly wants to help.
Yeah, can Molly run over and start trying to help? Because pinning down and tying is
Yeah. Remiel does have the
this
rope.
seems like kind of a two-person job, so I will allow it. Make me the survival check for this, Molly, and you'll get advantage because of that very clever phantasmal force.
Hey!
Damn! Okay! So, you take this slightly glowing rope, and Remiel keeps holding the displacer beast down as you wrap it around the 6 lower legs, and then over once to pin the tentacles in place. The knot you end up tying is really, really good. You get it around the side, and you're barely even sure, like, what you do for tying it, because once you, like, pull it taut, it is tight as hell. You can see the tentacles, which are, naturally pretty wiggly and difficult to pin down in the first place. They are stuck back there. You can see, like, the muscles of its upper back moving, trying to get them free, but it is just not working. You have successfully bound and caught the Displacer Beast.
Yay!
Yay!
Now how are we going to carry it back?
Not my problem.
Right away.
Molly will go over to Benry and pick up Benry.
Benry is still very red, and Benry is also, like...
Traumatized.
I don't think he's necessarily crying, but he's just kind of, like, shaking a little bit.
That's why Molly's picking him up and holding him close to her chest. I'm carrying this one.
I thought that was supposed to make me brave.
You were brave. You were very good. Thank you. She'll kind of sort of
You
pet
like
it.
a different color.
Your like clothes and hands just get all sort of caked in gunk.
Hey, ask Molly if she cares. Ask her.
Would you like a different color, Benry?
Yes.
What color would you like?
And I go back to black. Or maybe blue.
Ooh. A dark blue?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And,
She, like, waves her hand over him, and it's dark blue now.
That's my attack. You're blue now.
That's my attack. You're blue now.
you successfully turn Benry.
Yeah, Molly's gonna hold on to Benry until they get back to the inn.
Fantastic. So, Remiel, you have a Displacer Beast that is very angry, very squirmy, and very much looking at you with the most hateful glare you've ever seen from an animal as the mycelium wears off.
Could Remiel... I guess... Does Remiel know how to, like... I don't know, like, hit it in a way to knock it out? Or, like, make it go to sleep? Like, hit, like, a nerve or something to do that?
Lucia, do you have chloroform?
Oh my god. Well, Lucia...
Yes.
Lucia does have a poison gas instant reaction.
Okay, but does it affect teammates as well?
Well, yeah, but I imagine you'd be administering it directly.
Yeah.
You'd basically be chloroforming this thing with non-lethal poison damage.
Okay.
Which I will allow. You basically drugging this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Lucia.
The dosage here is imprecise, but you're like pretty sure you get it okay, because I mean this is a like 5 pound. This is a like 400 to 500 pound like 6-legged knot of muscle, fur, and anger.
You're gonna need a lot.
So you go a bit on the like generous side, and eventually the movements it's making start to get less and less worked up, and finally subside entirely.
It's not dead, right?
It is not dead. It is still breathing.
Okay.
Alright. I guess I'll be pulling this thing. Do we have a blanket to put underneath it so that it doesn't scratch itself on the dirt.
Let's sleep on the ground.
Remy's just like, y'all not gonna help me?
Just like
You wanted a pet, now
Like
you
a
got
good
one.
neighbor, State Farm is
He didn't want it. This is not
I didn't want the pet. It's a Noctis's problem.
Not this help him.
Remyo didn't buy the battle pass. Damn.
You expect me to lift this?
Can't you? Don't you have a spell to just make it float a little bit?
Oh my god, don't you have Tensor's floating disc?
I'll see what I can do.
This was your mission.
Noctis is going to summon his mage hand cantrip, which probably will not do a whole lot, but
The mage hand has a weight limit of like 5 pounds.
yeah, he summons the mage hand and he's no.
And just like does this token effort.
We really need to come up with a plan to carry these things back next time.
Or, one of you can take one and the other can take the other.
Molly,
Molly
don't you,
smiles.
don't you have the unique ability in this party to turn into a pack animal?
Yeah.
I was actually looking at that, I'm not gonna lie. I could turn into a riding horse, I guess.
Remiel does have Fine Steed, but I don't think that lasts very long.
I believe Fine Steed lasts for at least an hour.
I thought you said find Steve.
Only Steve. Only Steve.
Yeah.
So,
Is there a Steve in Shadowbrooke?
Yeah. Yeah. So, appearing in unoccupied space in range, the steed takes on the form you choose: a warhorse, a pony, a camel, an elk, or a mastiff. Your GM might allow other animals to be summoned as steeds. Yeah. I
yeah,
guess.
because... Sorry.
Sorry.
My question would have been like, what do you standardize as giant? And also, what's the size limits for wolves or draft horse or riding horse? Because I can't turn into a period.
What is the restriction you're trying to get around?
It's the CR of 1/4.
Oh.
It's my limit. I can turn into a giant wolf spider, remember that.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Your max CR is actually 1/2 right now. That is plenty to make a draft horse.
I think Remiel doing Fine Steed, I think, can work.
All right. In that case, what form does your steed take?
Is there a maximum size limit or something?
I mean, I'm not going to let you summon a dragon.
No.
I'm sorry, you're not quite that cool yet.
Yet. He'll probably go with the very standard, a horse that is very pretty big and can definitely a horse that's big enough to carry the weight of the beast.
Yeah.
That.
All right. In that case, I will allow you to summon a warhorse that is very large enough to help you carry this. Specifically, this is a type of warhorse that was specifically bred for the Silvery Moon kind of defense force as their cavalry of choice. So it is an elven warhorse that comes complete with a more decorative than functional barding with the iconography of Vandria.
Right.
It is this gorgeous white and black horse. Gives a little whinny as it arrives after you channel this spell.
How does Vanessa feel about this horse?
It is. I don't know.
when
How
you
does
say
this
that-
feel about it? I mean, it's a horse. It's like a magic spirit horse.
Are you like casting magic to determine how you feel about this horse, or just asking like,
Yeah.
Is there a spell to determine how I feel about a horse?
How does Vanessa feel about this horse? That's glowy and like big. And it's gonna help carry.
Well, you said it was Elven, so I'm just like, how does Vanessa feel about this horse?
Oh, in that case, I will allow you to make a history check. Like, hey, do you know about
Is it?
horses
I didn't know.
and elven equestrianism?
I didn't know.
Can I cast a lightning bolt to see how I feel about this
I
horse?
didn't.
I
didn't know.
prefer you didn't.
I didn't know horses could be elven.
It's specifically because it's kind of not a necessarily like species-wide thing, but it is a common elven breed.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you recognize it as that, Vanessa. Because they live for so very, very long, elves have a tendency to be very good when it comes to animal husbandry, because, I mean, the ones in charge of it tend to go through generations and generations and generations of horses, being able to pick out the best and brightest of each batch to make sure that they breed particularly strong offspring. So, yeah, this is an elven breed of horse.
She nods approvingly.
All right. So I do want to ask, would you like to kind of theorize on a name for this horse?
I mean,
What, we're keeping the horse?
You will literally always have this horse.
Yeah, I mean the horse. I mean, I could also make it into anything else. It's a general name for this creature that can, become anything. It'd be a horse, or also like a camel or an elk.
Yeah. This is probably like its default form.
Let's name it Kreisfelder.
Would you like to type that?
Of course they're gonna name it Hracefelger.
How many FF14
It's not only an FF14 reference.
looks at your other FF14 reference anyways?
Would you like to write that out for me?
Yes.
City types stuff FF14.
For some reason I typed the name in Google and I typed it like perfectly because I thought I was gonna misspell it. There you go. Sound it out.
Hracefelger.
Hracefelger.
Okay. You mount up on Hracefelger, and with a bit of difficulty, you manage to get the Displacer Beast up there with you, though it is a very uncomfortable and kind of anxious ride home, as you try to keep the Displacer Beast from clawing your steed while in transit. Thankfully, elven steeds tend to be very good at navigating forests, so you don't have too much issue with that.
That's good.
So, thankfully, you guys managed to find the Displacer Beast before I had to bring in any of the negative consequences that would have come from taking over 3 hours to find it.
Great.
Ooh, hers is negative.
So, you guys get to head back to the logging camp and back to Shadowbrooke.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hooray! Is that shirtless orc still there?
The shirtless half-orc is not there at the moment,
Oh, thank goodness.
but there's still a vibe of shirtless justice.
Ugh.
Molly's only slightly disappointed. She doesn't know why yet.
The Rimiel's gonna be shirtless justice.
Radial, you are
On
always
God?
wearing a shirt, sir.
On God?
Sir,
On
you're
Avengers,
armored
just
up.
like that?
You gonna strip for us?
No, he's self-conscious.
Oh my god, that's even better.
And also a child of God.
Oh yeah, also a child of Andrea.
Yeah.
Raviel said, "My body is a temple."
Mother didn't raise no thought.
You guys get back to Shadowbrooke, and I have to ask, do you guys go around the outer wall, or do you try to head through the gate and like take your cargo through there for a slightly quicker way to Lotus?
Probably shouldn't bring something like that in town.
Yeah.
Remiel will keep it like outside the gates and gonna ask someone to get fucking Wizard Man.
Laravis?
Laravis.
You can always just like circle around the town, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
not
outside the wall.
not bringing this thing inside.
Yeah. I think you like get a little closer to the gate, and of course, because who else? The southeastern gate is currently manned by Arl Charbonneau, the captain of the guard. And just as soon as he sees you five bringing that shit in, you just see him shake his head.
We turn back around and walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys circle the town. And soon enough, you get to Laravis the Enchanter's cart. Finally.
Man.
What's up, motherfucker?
This time, the placard overhead has not changed. It is still the Great Anansi's sideshow of incredible beasts. And the man himself is waiting for you as the sun begins to go down.
Whatever's mine.
It was far quicker than I imagined.
I guess we got a little lucky in capturing it.
Your Displacer Beast friend just responds with
Can I speak to animal? Hold on, I want to know what.
It has been making those noises the entire time.
Can I talk to it for a hot second while everyone else? Hold on.
Absolutely.
Because Molly would have at some point been like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yes. Let's say you can do that now.
Okay. Just
Steve. Are we naming it Steve?
Fine, Steve.
It's Frelsvager or whatever, and then its middle name is Steve.
Oh! I thought you were talking about the Displacer Beast.
no, I said
Like we found Steve. Like that's the name of the beast.
So you're talking to the Displacer Beast, right, Molly?
Yes.
Okay.
Displacer Steve.
Anything specific you're asking, or are you just listening for right now?
Listening in.
Let me down. Let me down. I will claw your eyes out.
No. I kind of want my eyes.
And the Displacer Beast kind of stiffly turns its neck towards you, as much range of motion as it has right now.
I took your eyes, it wasn't fun, so don't take mine. Anyways, you're gonna go to
100 times over.
No.
Molly is just like speaking, I presume, in a series of meows.
Just
Yeah. You know, like, yeah, anyways.
yeah.
So,
Anyways,
you
yeah.
know, like,
What did you
meow?
say? What? Stop
So
it.
don't pay attention to her, please.
So anyway,
Just looks at everyone. He says he's gonna claw her eyes out. Anyways.
Great. Fun.
well, is he ready?
Looks at this whispers. Well, so this is gonna be your new home. You're gonna be taken care of, fed, protected. You ready?
This time, the hiss that he makes is not actually like a hiss that means something. You just get the shittiest stink eye in existence.
Molly just smiles. He's ready.
Excellent. Alrighty then.
And
Molly learns from the best, anyways.
he ducks beneath the counter once more, rummages around for a little while, and pulls out a scroll, holding it high in triumph.
Found it. Alright.
He rattles off a long series of magical incantations, and just like that, a ovoid portal in the air opens right next to his stand, and he makes a sweeping gesture for the 5 of you to dump off your cargo. It is, on the inside, seemingly a very dark, kind of creepy-looking forest. You would presume it's another kind of like demi-plane made for the containment of a magic land. Remiel, are you going to put that displacer beast inside the area?
You will. I assume that. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to just throw it in there.
Yeah,
guess
you just fucking chuck it.
I don't think that'd be very kind.
You hear the exact sound of a cat falling off a dresser.
Well, I mean, we also gotta untie it and everything. So, you know.
Oh, actually, I have that covered. Right. I actually have that here.
And he opens one side of his robe and then the other, and is like, ah. And pulls out a shining silver flute.
Got it. Alright. Place him inside of the enclosure.
All right. Can Remiel like just cared? Like, I don't know, is he strong enough to like pick it up and just kind of plop it into the? I guess this portal.
Yeah, it's not exactly graceful, but you can do it without like really harming it.
Okay, he'll do that.
All right. So you get it inside this like little zoo demi-plane, and Laravis comes up next to you.
Alright. Now, be very, very careful. And if it starts running, just, well, get in its way. Right.
Yeah.
And he brings the flute up to his lips and lets out a not very pleasing little tune on it.
Just cover his ears. Remiel will cover his ears.
Yeah, it is a medley of all the Pokemon episodes. And the rope begins to untwine itself from the displacer beast. And Remiel, I know you're not probably actively doing it, but I would like you to make an intimidation check.
All right.
Alright.
Remy's giving me like a stern like glare, like don't.
Alright.
Don't do it.
The rope unwinds itself from this placer beast, and as soon as its legs are free, it begins to, like, dig its claws into the dirt, and as soon as the rest of its legs are free, it takes off running into the woods after a glance over its shoulder. Not the woods outside, like the woods in the desert.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was just like,
Is nobody gonna
I'm
stop
worried.
that?
Yeah.
The rope floats back over to you, and Lervis snatches it out of the air and hands it to you as the portal closes. Right. That is done.
Right.
So, I believe the deal was for the magical components for one particular spell, powdered silver and iron, correct?
That's right.
Excellent. Okay. I believe I should have a jar somewhere back in my storage. Allow me just a moment.
And he heads into his carriage, shutting the door behind him. Again, you can see that, man, that place looks a lot bigger on the inside. And soon enough, he returns with what basically looks like a mason jar full of silver and iron shavings.
Here we are.
It's time.
100 gold worth of prime magical materials.
You know, I do have this lantern that I don't need anymore. Do you maybe want to purchase that back?
Did you really just buy a lantern just to give it back?
I'm not giving.
Sorry, actually, you're cutting out like real bad.
Yeah, you're being all soft on us again. Like, if you can like bring yourself closer to your microphone, it'd be a little
Or my
easier.
sensitivity.
Yeah, mic sensitivity. That's also a
Turn
thing.
that up.
Mm-hmm. And then we never heard from Andrew ever again.
we lost him.
Is this any better?
That is
Yeah.
significantly better.
That is
A lot
so
better.
much better.
Yeah, hopefully that.
If you're using Discord's like automatic like sensitivity, don't. It's bad.
No, yeah, I'm already on push talk.
Anyhow, so you were saying?
Oh, yeah, I'm just asking if man wants to purchase back his lantern.
Would he like to purchase back his lantern? As soon as you ask that, Lervis gets kind of a sly look on his face.
Would I like to purchase back my previous stock?
Why would you give it away? Not. Wait, hold on. What?
I'm not giving this away. No, it's better than what you sold me.
Excuse me?
It does something else now. Check this out. I can't say it'll do it every time. It's only done this to me, just the once. But watch this. Not this lights the lantern, but as he blows it out, he's going to use the Misty Escape feature on himself to make himself disappear. Right at
Fucking guys, you're scamming him.
And as he turns invisible, he's like, "Oh, look, I'm gone."
Okay. Would you please make me a deception check?
You got it.
Check.
I'm tempted to help you, but Vanessa doesn't support deception.
I desperately wish that I could give you this.
Could
Is Ramila going to help? Really?
Yeah. Like, can he help persuade, or can he like use persuasion to?
If you
help out
do,
Nothis?
one, you have to play it out. Two, that will
Okay.
give Nothis an advantage on this check.
All right. Because Nothis is trying to basically like turn himself invisible to fool. Yeah, just do that. Sorry.
Yeah. The Lantern of Unrevealing is now unrevealing Nothis.
Right.
Basically.
Right. So I guess, yeah. So no one can see Nothis at the moment. Or?
No one can see him.
Okay. Remiel just sort of just is like kind of like looking like around like where Nothis was. It's just like, where did he go? Huh. That lantern really does work as he says. It's certainly quite the bargain, isn't it?
Oh my god, that's so cheesy.
Where did he go?
Where did he go?
Okay. I'll allow Nothis to get advantage on his check. He can roll once more.
Better make it count.
No!
Oh no!
Nata starts laughing.
Okay, so as Remiel tries to do his best impression of a business major in marketing class 101, unfortunately, it does not seem to be quite enough to sway such a savvy businessman as Laravis the Enchanted. He has kind of a flat look on his face as he crosses his arms. I see. And, I don't suppose that you have any proof that it has worked for anyone else in this fashion?
Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you.
That's what I thought. In the meantime, what sort of offer could you make me for the buyback of my lantern?
Your original price, if I recall, was 200
60 gold pieces, that's highway robbery!
Well,
It's not really robbery if you have 60 gold pieces from before. It's just equal exchange.
That's a metaphor.
I see. So what price exactly did you mean? I need to have a reference point for when you say future prices, what you actually mean.
Oh, for that, I wouldn't give you more than 30 gold.
Just take the gold and let's go,
We'll
please.
keep the lantern and let's go. Why are we getting rid of the lantern?
I don't know.
Because we don't need the lantern.
For
We
now.
don't? It's a lantern of you know what? You can give it back. I'll take it.
Actually, Laravis, we're keeping our lantern.
Good. If you're not willing to offer me a reasonable price, I don't see why I would want to.
Molly's giving grabby hands at the lantern. You give that to me, right? It's like she's really serious. Like, if you're not keeping it, she'll take it.
All yours, Molly.
Thank you.
Well, it was a pleasure doing business with all of you.
Thank you.
Have an excellent night. I have a displacer beast to go and manage.
Have fun. Oh, and keep him away from your eyes.
I'll do my best.
And Laribus the Enchanter kind of like snaps his fingers, and all of the merchandise on the table in front of his carriage disappears in a small puff of smoke before he turns on a dime and walks back in.
Well, I was going to try to scam that wizard out of some coin for.
Yeah, but consider the fact I can easily give you coin, and she looks at the magic. I kind of want to try this out on something that's been bothering me since we left it.
Okay, well,
And
Okay, I have to ask, because I am, of course, the DM. What are you thinking?
That tower, like the not downpour tower, the tower we left where the giant thingamajig, where Nothus thought he saw something, but we couldn't find it.
The windmill with the harvest.
Yeah, it's been bothering Molly. So
There's just this strange little like scratchy feeling in the background.
exactly. So Molly's like, if this reveals things, then maybe she can find whatever was bothering her.
You're pretty sure that there was nothing there, but God, like, Nothus must have had some reason for saying that, right?
Yeah. Because he wouldn't point out something that wasn't useful.
That is fair, and I think we can get to that next time on Shadowbrooke.
Yay!
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I know it's been a bit of a short session this time around, but I love all of you nonetheless, and I am so very glad to have you as my guests. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.
It's almost 10. She says they close at 10.